Hello everybody, welcome to day 17 of the yoga challenge. The last couple weeks we've been working on particular muscle groups, usually when we're doing a session, so I'm thinking that for the next week we're just gonna go with the flow. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. So if you do have any requests, send them in. Otherwise, I'm going to go and roll with the punches. So let's sit down. And sit with head, neck, and trunk in alignment. Close your eyes. And relax completely. Feel your body from head to toes, toes to head. And try to get your mind out of the gutter. The only place you have to be is here, right now. The only thing you have to think about is your breath. You can think about whatever you want after the sesh, but give this next hour to yourself where you get to withdraw the mind from the external distractions of the world and bring yourself to the internal world. Cultivating that inner peace by relaxing the body yet energizing the body. Relaxing all the facial muscles, the shoulders, the hips and the knees. And just let all the activities of the day melt in your mind. Forget about what plans you have after the sesh. And bring yourself to the present moment by concentrating on the breath. Feeling the breath entering the body through the nostrils. Feel the breath expanding the body as you inhale. And feel that sense of letting go with each exhale. Try not to manipulate the breath, just let it come and go, and just observe how the breath comes and goes, noticing the qualities. Maybe you've had a crazy day, the breath is erratic. Maybe you've had a pretty chill day, maybe the breath is flowing a little more smoothly. Just notice how it comes in and out. Any thoughts or images, emotions that enter your mind, simply observe what arises and let them fall, picking them up after the sesh. If you want. You can just let it go if you want. And prepare your mind, your body for the next hour of nurturing yourself. Opening up the eyes. Inhaling your arms up. Exhaling, hinging forward at the hips till the hands come down to the mat. And just let the forearms come down to the mat. Keep the sit bones down, so if you're in a little closer, that's totally cool. As long as those sit bones are down and you're just completely relaxed, you feel a breath expanding in the belly, feeling the breath on the belly, pushing into your legs,
On the inhale, relaxing on the exhale. Just releasing those hips a little bit, releasing that lower back. Breathe deep here. Start lengthening those exhales now. Inhale deep. Longer exhale. Relax your hips. Relax your shoulders. Start to walk the hands back. And if you had your right foot closer to your body, then we're going to switch up the legs, crossing the opposite leg over. Inhaling straight up. Exhaling, hinging at the hips. Don't let those sit bones come up, and just letting the arms reach forward again. The arms can be bent as long as the sit bones are down. We're totally relaxing the lower back, the shoulders, the knees, the hips. Just let it all sink down. Lengthen the exhale. No thoughts in the mind, only the awareness of your breath. Slowly bringing your hands back up. Inhaling the arms up, interlacing the hands, reaching the palms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach all the way up to the sky or the ceiling. I wish it was the sky. Breathe deep, nice long spine. Reaching those armpits out. Belly buttons going towards the back of the spine. So our belly shouldn't be hanging out here. Breathe deep. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, without letting that left sit bone come up, let's reach over towards the right. And we want to relax those shoulders back. Keep opening up through the armpits. Keep reaching up towards that imaginary sky. Maybe you have a skylight. I'm jealous. Breathe deep. Feeling that nice lateral stretch along the spine, the torso. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, opposite side to the left. You don't have to go too far here. Only the upper body and torso are moving. The hip and the sit bones are stationary. Keep opening up through the armpits. Keep reaching up through the hands. Breathe deep. Bring it back to center. Inhale, reach up one more time. Exhale, let it all go. Feel the energy going through those hands, those arms, waking our body up. Roll up onto all fours. Hands and underneath the shoulders, knees and underneath the hips. Flat back. Inhale, open the chest, drop the belly. Exhale, hinge, create an arch. Breathe deep. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, hinge. Breathe through that belly. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, arch. We're going to hold the arch here and just breathe deep, feeling the breath reaching the entire back, all the way up from your shoulders to the base of the spine. Exhale it back, curl the toes, and come into the downward dog. Pedal out the feet, just get that nice stretch going through the hamstrings, the entire back of the leg, from the hip to the toes. Exhale, come forward into plank. Inhale deep. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Push through the hands. Open up the chest, send the shoulders back. Exhale, down dog. And take a few deep breaths here. Look in between the hands. Come up to the plank position again. Exhale down all the way. Keep the hands next to the shoulders, and we're going to point the toes towards the wall behind us. Relax the pelvis. Inhale, lift up the chest even more without using those arms. The arms are just there for support. And breathe deep here in the baby cobra. Breathe, letting that belly pushing against the mat on the inhale. As you exhale, feel the belly button going towards the back of your spine. And keep those shoulders squished together, elbows close to the body, chest is open, breathe deep. We're going to inhale, bring the gaze up towards that imaginary sky, sending the energy up through the eyes, down through the toes. Keep the arms in, pelvis relaxed, strengthening that lower back. Breathe. Maybe lift your fingers, your hands off the mat if you want to engage that lower back even more. Feel the stretch in the throat if you've brought your gaze up. Hands down. Exhale, lower the chest and the head down, placing the arms by your side, right cheek on the mat. Feel the breath in the nostrils as you inhale cool, dry air. Exhale warm, moist air. Roll over on your back. And we're going to inhale, bring that right knee close to the chest. We're going to interlace our hands on top of the calf, on the shin. Inhale. Exhale, bring that right knee close to the chest and then just bring it out about an inch to the right. And just hold and breathe here. This is really nice stretch for the quads, loosening up any tight muscles there, any energy blockages. Breathe deep. Inhale it back in front of the chest. Exhale, extend the leg down. Notice the differences between the legs right now before you inhale the left knee up. Interlace the hands on the shin. Inhale. Exhale, pull that knee closer to the chest and then bring it out to the left about an inch or so. Breathe deep, feel that nice opening through that left hip, quads. Keep the shoulders relaxed, the chin is into the throat so we're not engaging that neck. And keep applying that gentle pressure on that left leg. Right leg should be completely relaxed right now. And breathe deep. Smooth inhale, lengthening the exhale. Let the legs come down. Bring the feet close to the glutes. We're going to start to ground through the earth in our feet. Send the hips up. Interlace the hands, squishing the shoulder blades together, and use your hands to push down through the earth to send those hips up even more. Keep the knees hip width apart. They want to be pointing straight out in front of you. Breathe deep, seeing that belly expand on the inhale, relaxing on the exhale. Keep the hips up. Breathe deep. Exhaling vertebrae by vertebrae down into the mat, knees into the chest. Give your lower back a nice circular motion. Opposite direction. Now let's start rocking our way up. Folding the legs over, coming back up to the all fours position. And we'll start by bringing the right foot forward. Let's send that left foot back. We want the chest to be open here. We want the lower body to be sinking down so that we feel that nice release through the pelvis. Nice release through the groin. Breathe softly, gently, smoothly. We're going to curl that left toe and under, send that left knee up. Keep letting that lower body sink, but when you're ready, bring your hands up onto your knee. We're going to inhale, open up that chest. So we want that left heel to be reaching back as much as the right foot down. We want the shoulders to come back. Tuck that tailbone and under so that the belly button comes in towards the spine. We have that nice straight back. Keep the left leg nice and strong. Inhale the arms up. Relax the shoulders down. Interlace the hands. Reach up through the palms. And then you're going to try to bring your gaze all the way up towards the hands. If you'd like to try a little back bend here, you can. Engage the core on the inhale, exhaling, sending it back. If you fall out, just come back in. Now while your arms are up, let's send that left heel straight up so that the toes are in line with the heels. Breathe deep. Exhale, release the hands, look forward. Bring the hands down towards the mat, that heel's still up. Send that right foot back, coming into your plank. Exhale, slow, low. Plant the top of your feet without collapsing that lower body. sending the arms up, the chest up. Breathe deep. Exhale, down dog. Keep sending the hips and the tailbone up towards the sky. Heels down. Armpits are open, sending them down towards the mat. Hands, knuckles are all reaching into the earth. Bring the knees down. Then let's send that left knee forward this time. And again, bring the chest open. Let's send that right leg back and just let that lower body sink down. Breathe deep here. Just release with each exhale. Breathing softly, gently, smoothly. We're going to curl the right toe and under, send the right knee off of the ground. Get that nice straight line from the head to the toes. Keep sending that right heel back. Keep sending the left heel down. Bring one hand up at a time. Keep that right leg nice and strong. And again, let's open up the shoulders and the chest. Right now our booty's stuck out a little bit, so just send that belly button in towards the spine. Nice flat back. Inhale the arms up. We're going to interlace the hands, open them up towards the ceiling, then inhale and bring the gaze up towards the sky. Keep sending that right heel back. Again, if you want to go for that little back bend, inhaling, reaching up, engaging the core, exhaling back. And bringing it back. Whenever you're ready, release the hands, looking forward, exhaling down, and just breathe deep here. Coming back to the plank, straight line from head to toes. Exhale, slow, low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Keep sending the heels up, or heels down, sorry. Hips up. Look in between your hands. Step forward in between your hands. And just grab opposite elbow, hanging in ragdoll here, letting that lower back relax, release. And keep in mind not to let the chest collapse. We're going to send the shoulders back just a little bit so that we're not collapsing on our heart. Breathe gently here. And slowly roll your way up to the standing position. And standing at the top of your mat, we're going to send the right foot back. Place the right foot in a 90 or 45-degree angle, Heels in line with one another. So check in line with yourself. We're going to send the hips towards the front of the mat. Again, open up the shoulders, chest is back, tuck that tailbone just a little bit here so we have a flat back. And whenever you're ready, we're going to inhale the arms up. Keep a slight soft bend in that left knee so we're not hyperextending the knee. We're going to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come all the way down till your chest is parallel to the mat. Keep reaching forward here. Breathe deep. Keep the breath flowing smoothly. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, hinge forward, coming in to a nice forward fold. Send that right hip forward if you feel like you're leaning over to the left. Breathe deep here, bringing the forehead down as far as you can. If this feels okay here, if you're feeling a nice balance, that right foot is rooted as much as the left, you can send the arms behind you and interlace the hands and just reach those shoulder blades back by pulling the arms from the shoulder blades. And breathe deep here. And slowly let the arms fall behind the head, opening up those shoulder blades. Breathe deep, relaxing into that left hip, feeling that nice stretch all the way down the hamstrings. Feeling those shoulder blades open up, focus on the breath. Bring the arms back down and slowly bring the upper body back up, rolling up just as easy as you went down. And come back to the top of your mat to do the opposite side. Feel the differences between the legs. You might feel this huge blast of freshly oxygenated blood flowing now down through that leg. Let's bring the left foot back. Line up your heels. Left foot is in that 45-degree angle. And again, straighten up the hips towards the front. Send the shoulders back. Tuck that tailbone just a little bit. That left leg is nice and strong. That right knee has a slight bend, so it's soft. It's happy. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, start to hinge forward from the hips. So we don't want to be curving the back here. We want to be lengthening through the spine. Exhaling, going straight till the chest is parallel to the mat. Keep the gaze forward. Breathe deep here. Relax the shoulders down the spine, down the back. Breathe deep. Make sure that left hip is forward. You're not leaning over to the right side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward till you're nice and comfortable. Square up the hips again if you need to. Breathe deep. If you feel good, take those hands from behind, interlace the hands, start to activate, sending the shoulders, squishing them together, and reaching the hands back behind you. When you're ready, hinging forward, letting those arms go all the way back behind your head. Relax into that right hip and breathe deep. Relax everything here. Breathe softly, gently, smoothly. Slowly bring yourself back up with control. Bringing yourself back to the top of the mat. Standing in your mountain pose again, feeling the sensations between the two legs. Now we're going to try to go for half moon here. If you have a wall that you can use, you can start out with that if you don't feel comfortable. If you have a block, you can use that. You can even use a couple cans just to kind of get the confidence before you're able to go into the full pose. So I'll use the wall today, but I'll also do it without the wall. It's the same thing. We're just using that so we're not afraid to fall over. So the first thing we'll do is stand with our feet hip width apart. I'll show you with the left leg first so that I can use the wall. We're going to start by slowly coming into warrior three, so grounding through that left foot, keeping the hips square. We're going to start to slowly hinge forward. Normally we have the arms out. This time we're going to send the hands all the way down. So this is where that block comes in handy so that you can use the block so you're about here. It's just a little easier sometimes if you can't reach all the way down. So right now our hips are square. If you are using a wall, let's get in nice and snug to the wall. Your foot is about 1.5 feet distance away, like of the actual length of your foot, not an actual meter foot. And the legs are in the L shape, like mine are right now. And you're going to slowly start to open up that right hip, like we stack our hips in the side plank. So start stacking the hips. If you are against a wall, use your right hand on your hip and start to open up that right hip using the wall to keep yourself balanced. And that right leg is going straight out from the hip, and you feel that nice stretch opening up. You can feel a nice stretch in the back of the inner thighs. And if you have that block, use the block right here to hold on. If not, you can try to just slowly bring yourself up, and that's where you feel the core getting engaged. Breathe deep here. If you're comfortable, you can bring the right arm up. Keep that left knee soft. I'm kicking my lamp here. Wherever you are in the pose, your hands can be down, your hands can be on the block or free. Slowly bring that left hand down if it's up, right hand on the hip, and send that right hip down, right leg down, and we'll work with the opposite side. So I'll do it without the wall on this side, but again, if you want to use the wall, just flip around, and we'll go with our feet hip width apart again. This time we're grounding through that right leg. Start grounding through the right leg. You can keep the hands on the hip if you like, or you can bring them out straight in front of you. Keep the hips square, sending the hands down towards the mat. Now again, if you're using the wall, just start, either place the left hand on the hip or keep the hands down to begin and start opening up that left hip, stacking the hips. You can keep the gaze down or you can bring the gaze towards the side. Breathe deep, keep stacking the hips on top of one another. Again, if you'd like to bring that right hand off of the mat, or if you have that block, breathe deep, focus on a point in front of you. I'm looking at a wall. And breathe deep here. Bring that left hand back around. Bring the left leg down and slowly come back up to standing. And we'll come back to the top of our mat. We've gotten a nice stretch through the backs of the legs. So we're going to try to go into that full forward fold now. We normally just hang a ragdoll or run through the vinyasa. So this time we're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, float forward. And we're gonna inhale, lengthen, flat back, and keep that flat back as you start to hinge forward from the hips. And try to use your hands on your calves and just send the spine through the crown. Exhaling, bringing the chest closer to the legs. You can keep the hands on the legs. You can grab opposite elbow here if that's better leverage. You can place the hands behind the heels here to send that tailbone up towards the ceiling. Hold and breathe here. And inhale, come up halfway, look up. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back into your plank. This time, we're going to inhale the right knee in towards the middle of the arms. Exhale, twist towards the left. Inhale it back. Exhale, back to plank position. Inhale, left knee in between the hands. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back between the elbows. Exhale, back. Let's go a few rounds using your breath. Inhale, right. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back. Exhale, plank. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, back. Exhale, plank. Flow with your own breath. Keeping that plank, we don't want to be coming up into the dog. Last one. Exhale, down dog. Breathe deep here. Bend the knees, come up onto your tippy toes. Keep the knees bent, but then we're going to straighten out the right leg on the inhale. Exhale, knee back. Inhale, left heel down. Exhale, back. Keep flowing on your own breath. Exhale it, down dog. Bring the knees down. Come into child's resting pose for a moment. Knees go out to the edges of the mat. Breathe deep. Feel the belly pushing against the mat into your legs. Walk your hands back up and cross the legs. Coming back to seated. And we're going to bring the hands behind us. And we're going to turn the hands so that the fingers are pointing towards our toes. Send the shoulders back, chest is open, feet are hip width apart. Bend the knees, and we're just going to come into the reverse tabletop position here. Breathe deep. Keep sending the hips up. That's going to make you engage the core even more. Breathe. Maybe you want to try grounding through that right foot and sending the left knee up. Keep the hips up. Exhale, left foot down, ground through the left foot. Send the right knee up. Breathe deep. Send that right foot down. Send the hips up. Exhale, bring the hands down. We're going to lay on our back. And since we got that nice motion going, we've done the baby bridge, we've done the cobra. Got a nice little back preparation going for the full wheel. Now if you'd just like to do the baby bridge again, simply ground through the feet, sending the hips up. Or you can take the hands and give them the same motion we just did in the reverse tabletop. Placing the fingertips so that they're pointing towards the toes. We want the elbows to be straight up. We don't want them out to the sides. If you are going into full bridge, you want to ground through the feet like we do in Setu Bandha, baby bridge. You can start by sending the feet into the earth, sending the hips up, and then you're going to push through the hands, lift the chest, relax the shoulders, relax the entire body. Trying to bring the gaze down towards the mat if at all possible. Breathe deep. If it's too much, simply come back down, lowering your head, neck, and shoulders, rolling down the spine like you would in baby bridge. Otherwise, hold and breathe here. If you are used to bridge, you can try bringing the feet a little closer, coming up onto your tippy toes. If you're not quite there yet, stay into your Setu Bandha, your baby bridge. Rolling down the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring the knees into the chest. Let's counteract that backward bend and just roll back and forth, side to side. Breathe deep. And bring the feet down towards the glutes once again. Bring the feet up. Excuse me. And we want the legs to try to be as straight as they can. If they're not completely straight, that's totally cool. They'll get there eventually. And we're going to start to just draw circles. Draw really big circles. Once you start to feel that curve in your back, that's when you know you're gone too far. So just start out slow and just start making the circles bigger and bigger until you start to feel that curve or that arch. That's when you know you have to keep that circle that wide. Play around with it and just try to make the circles as wide as you can, really engaging the entire core, the obliques, the abs, and breathe deep. Try to keep those legs straight. If you lengthen those exhales, you're going to engage your core even more. Work with this round and bring the legs back up. Again, keep the legs as straight as you can. opposite direction. So now start making those circles small to begin, getting bigger and bigger. Slow, controlled movements. Chins into the throat so you're not engaging the neck. You're not straining the neck in any way. Start making the circles wider, bigger. When that spine or curve in the lower back occurs, that's when you know you've reached your limit. And just make those circles at that size. We're all going to have different circles. Breathe deep. Bring it back to center. Knees into the chest, and this time the knees are hip width apart, and we're just going to bring the knees into the chest. Feel those quads, and just breathe deep here. Shoulders are relaxed. Bring the feet back down. Bring the soles of the feet together. And flatten that lower back so already you're engaging the core. Place the hands behind the head, interlacing the fingers. Keep the back flat. Breathe deep. On the inhale, we're going to bring our chest up. We're going to lift the feet up, but we're going to keep the soles together, and we're going to hold and breathe. So inhale, bring it all up. Breathe deep. Kick the soles of the feet out. Keep the upper body up. Breathe deep here. Feel a different part of your core being engaged. Bring the feet back in. Bring the knees together. Bring it down. Breathe deep. We're going to straighten out the legs. And we're going to send the left leg straight up into the air. And just point the toes towards the face for right now. And just feel that activation in the leg. Now flex the toes up towards the ceiling. Toes to forehead. Flex. And relax the foot now. Inhale, point the toes towards the ceiling. Exhale, send that left leg over the right. Hold and breathe here. Send the gaze towards the left shoulder, relaxing the neck. Breathe deeply through the torso. Getting that nice twist, releasing any residual tension in the spine that we weren't able to let go of in the practice. Squeezing all the toxins out of our body. Giving ourselves a little internal cleanse through the organs, being massaged in this motion. Bringing the gaze back, send the left leg straight back up, leg back down, and we'll work with the opposite side. First, bringing that right leg up. I'm going to hold my leg here because I kind of injured it hiking yesterday. Inhale, point the toes towards the face. Exhale, flex towards the ceiling. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex, which you can always hold your leg to. It's totally up to you. Relax the foot. Inhale, point towards the ceiling. Exhale, send that right leg over the left. And bring that gaze out towards the right shoulder. Keep the neck relaxed. Breathe deep. Feeling the expansion in the torso with each breath in. Bring that right leg back up. Exhale it down. And prepare yourself for relaxation. Rest comfortably on your back. If you want to lay on your belly, do whatever your little heart desires. Feel comfortable in any which way you choose to lay in Shavasana. And take this next few moments to just feel what you've created. Relax as you feel the energy. Pulsations, sensations, heat. Feeling the air, the breath, the prana, life force energy flowing in and out of the body. From the crown to the toes to the crown, flowing all the way from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Scan your body from the crown, forehead, eyebrows, eyebrow center, the bridge of your nose, the left nostril, the right nostril, the point below the tip of the nostrils, the upper lip, the lower lip, the inside of your mouth, your tongue, your teeth, your gums, the roof of your mouth, your chin, your cheeks, your jawline, the lobes of your ear, the inner canals of your ear, the sides of your neck, the front of the neck, the back of the neck, the back of the head. Feel your whole head and neck. The shoulders, the upper arms, the forearms, both hands, your chest, your heart, rib cage, navel center, lower belly, pelvic region, lower back, middle back, upper back. Feel the whole trunk of the body, the shoulders, the arms, the chest, the back, the sides of the torso. Your hips, your right buttocks, your left buttocks, the upper legs, the lower legs, both feet, the top of the feet, the soles of the feet. Now feel your whole lower body, from your pelvis to your toes, from your heels to your glutes. Now bring the head, the upper body, and the lower body all together. Whole body awareness, feeling your whole body. Picturing your whole body as if there are 1,000,000 nostrils in your body, in every pore, as if you're breathing through each of those pores in your body. Breathing through your entire body. Feel the breath as it breathes you. Breath is breathing you. Begin to feel your body, the position of your body on the mat. The heaviness of the body. Feeling the weight of your hands and your feet on the mat. Start wiggling your fingers and toes, noticing your surroundings. And only when you feel ready, roll over on your right side for 3 breaths before coming back up to the seated position. Staying in the center of your being, keeping the eyes closed. Head, neck, and trunk in alignment. Feeling the breath at the point below the tip of the nostrils. Noticing the qualities of the breath now compared to the beginning of the section. Placing hands in prayer, thanking mind, body, and spirit for allowing us this practice. Resolving in your mind that you'll sit again for the practice of yoga, for the practice of meditation. Namaste. Well, I hope you've had a wonderful evening, and I hope you continue to. I hope you enjoyed the Go With The Flow show. And I will see you tomorrow for more flow and go. Namaste.